So in this video lecture we are going to study about uniform pure rolling. As you all know that uniform pure rolling is the combination of translational and rotational motions. Okay, so first of all we will learn about the meaning of uniform pure rolling. Pure rolling means no relative motion or no slipping at point of contact between two bodies. Okay, suppose this is a rigid body which has given initially linear speed v and angular speed omega having radius r, okay, kept on a horizontal rough surface. This surface is horizontal rough surface. So the disk is said to be moving without slipping if velocities of point P and point Q, which is on ground, are equal. That is, condition for pure rolling is pure rolling, uniform pure rolling. That is, if Vp, the velocity of point P, and Vq, the velocity of point Q at ground, Vp equals to Vq, that is V minus R omega is equals to 0, or V is equals to R omega, is the condition for pure rolling, uniform pure rolling. The V equals to R omega. Now if we talk about forward slipping, so we will check for the condition for forward slipping. What is the condition for forward slipping? If the velocity of point P is greater than velocity of point Q, that is V is greater than R omega. So this is the condition for forward slipping. If velocity of point P is greater than velocity of point Q, velocity of point P is greater than velocity of point Q, then the disk will move forward or slip forward. Okay, now we will check for the condition for backward slipping. If velocity of point P is less than velocity of point Q, that is V is less than R omega. So this is the condition for backward slipping. The disk will slip backward. So these are the conditions for pure rolling, forward slipping and backward slipping. Now suppose if an external force is provided to the rigid body, then the motion is no more uniform, then what is the condition for pure rolling? A equals to R alpha, where A is the tangential acceleration, alpha is the angular acceleration. Also V is equals to R omega. So by differentiating V is equals to R omega with respect to time, we will get A equals to R alpha. So both are the condition for pure rolling when an external force is applied to the rigid body. Okay. For numerical solving, we will take a note that is moment of inertia for different rigid bodies is I equals to cmr square, where value of c for ring, value of c for ring is c equals to 1. Second, for disk, value of c equals to half. We all know that the moment of inertia of disk is half mr square, and for ring it is mr square. Ring, and for hollow sphere, also for hollow cylinder, not a sphere, hollow cylinder, value of c is equals to 1. And for disk and solid cylinder, for disk or solid cylinder, value of c equals to half. Third, for hollow sphere, we will take the value of c equals to 2 by 3, and for solid sphere, takes value of c equals to 2 by 5. So we will take these points in mind while solving numericals. Okay, so all this concept we are going to understand by solving a simple numerical. A rigid body I is equals to cmr square is set into a motion on a rough horizontal surface. With a linear speed v naught, in the forward direction. In the forward direction at t equals to 0 as shown. Okay, what we have to calculate? After what time sleeping finally stops, and pure rolling starts. Also find the linear speed of the body after it starts pure rolling. Okay, so a rigid body I equals to cmr square is set into a motion on a rough horizontal surface with a linear speed v naught in the forward direction at t equals to 0 as shown. After what time sleeping finally stops and pure rolling starts. Also find the linear speed of the body after it starts pure rolling. In this question we have to calculate time after which sleeping stops, and linear velocity of the body at pure rolling, when pure rolling starts. Okay. So first of all, we will understand the figure associated with the question is, this is your rough horizontal surface. This is a rigid body of radius r, has given initial velocity v naught. So this is a condition at t equals to 0. Here omega naught, angular velocity equals to 0 because we have given only linear speed v naught. Okay, so this is the condition at t equals to 0. The surface is rough horizontal surface. Okay. So we will see the three instants first. At t equals to 0, what is happening? The rigid body has initial velocity v naught and initial angular velocity omega naught is equals to 0. V naught is in forward direction. Okay. So initially the body has given in linear velocity v naught at t equals to 0. After some time, when body starts sleeping at t equals to t1, the linear velocity will decreases to v1 and angular velocity omega 1 will increase. Okay. The friction force, the directional friction force is left side, and the friction, nature of friction is kinetic. It is kinetic friction because there is a relative motion between P and Q as the body is sleeping. As the body is sleeping, then therefore the nature of kinetic friction is kinetic only. Okay. So this is the linear speed which is decreasing and omega is increasing because the net torque given by the body for rotational motion is frictional force only. Okay, the frictional force is only providing the net torque for rotational motion. And the instant when sleeping stops and pure rolling starts at t equals to t time. Pure rolling starts. This is the instant when pure rolling starts. Now the linear velocity will become v and angular velocity omega. So this v equals to r omega, the condition for pure rolling, v equals to r omega. Okay, and the nature of friction is static because there is no sleeping. This is case of pure rolling, so the nature of friction is static friction. Okay, so as this motion is a combination of translation and rotational, so we will write the necessary equation for translational and rotational motion. First of all, we will take care about translational motion. Translational motion. The linear speed is decreasing and angular speed omega is increasing. Why it is? Because motion due to friction, the linear speed is decreasing and the only torque is providing for rotational body is kinetic friction. That's why angular velocity is increasing. For translational motion, the linear acceleration of the body, therefore translatory motion, A is equals to minus mu g from Newton's second law. Net force equals, what is the net force? The friction force. What is the friction force? Net force is ma equals to friction force is mu mg. M cancel m and minus n is for the body is retarding, the linear speed is decreasing in magnitude. Okay, so linear acceleration A equals to minus mu g, and velocity, for calculating velocity at any time t, we will use the first equation of motion. V is equals to V naught minus acceleration, V equals to u plus at, V naught minus ugt. This is our equation number 1. Okay, now for rotational motion, we will write the necessary equations for rotational motion. The net torque is equals to I alpha. We will use the Newton's second law of motion in rotational dynamics. The net torque equals to I alpha, same as that of F equals to ma. I net equals to I alpha. What is the net torque? The net torque is providing frictional force. So F into R, the perpendicular distance is R. What is the moment of inertia I? It is cm r square, and alpha we have to calculate. Okay, what is the frictional force? It is mu mgr is equals to cm r square. Alpha we will cancel m both side. So alpha is the angular acceleration, and alpha will come out to be mu g upon cr. This is our equation number 2. Also, for the calculation of angular velocity, omega is equals to omega naught plus alpha t, same as that of v equals to u plus at. As omega naught is 0, alpha is equals to mu g upon cr into t. So omega will comes out to be mu g upon cr into t. Okay. Also we know that for pure rolling, V is equals to R omega, that is V is equals to omega की वैल्यू mu g upon cr into t into r. We will cancel r with r. So the value of V is equals to mu gt upon c. V is equals to mu gt upon c. So we will have to calculate the time after which pure rolling starts. Okay. We will take this equation number 3. from equation 1 and 3, V is equals to V naught minus UGT by putting the value of T, it is mu G C into T, V is equals to, okay. This C mu G V naught minus mu GT is equals to T. Therefore, this T is equals to this T will comes out to be V naught C upon mu G minus mu G TC upon mu G. We will cancel mu G with mu G. This will comes out to be T into 1 plus C this side, V naught C upon mu G, or T is equals to V naught C upon mu G 1 plus C. So this is the time after which pure rolling starts and slipping stops. Now we will calculate. This is our equation number 4. By putting value of T in equation 1, this V is equals to V naught minus mu GT, V naught minus mu GT. What is the value of T? V naught C upon mu G 1 plus C. After solving, we will get the value for after solving we will get the value of V, which is V naught upon 1 plus C. Okay, this is the linear speed after at which pure rolling starts. Okay, thank you.